Alright, time for chapter 2 with 5 endings. View the chapter 2 opening. Yes. That should about do it. I hate being in charge of the gym equipment. All because of that stupid co-ed meet in 2 days. Why can't the boys' class rep take care of the grunt work? Freaking Kishinuma. Doesn't he know what a delicate flower I am? Most I've ever had to lift before was chopsticks, and he expects me to look around a damned pommel horse. Naomi, that is one pretty sight. That booty you got! What's with her suddenly just talking so slang? What? Yours is way cuter. Mine's all plump like a duck's. What are you saying? You've got what they call childbearing hips. It's a good thing. It means when you get older, you can pump out all the babies you want with the greatest of ease. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I'm actually kind of happy to hear you say that. You do have a certain motherly quality to you, Naomi. It's no wonder you're so good with kids. But of course, I'm hoping to raise 4 children one day. Sounds like you'll be making some lucky guy really happy. Hmm? No. We already saw this part 3 times. Chapter 2. Was that supposed to sound like the Exorcist theme? Wasn't that Nakashima's voice? Who the hell was Nakashima? Oh yes, Naomi. I don't remember their last names so well. And she was screaming. What do I do? I can't let anything happen to my students. But you heard her too, outside. Her voice. I did. I think she's hyperventilating. I need to try to calm her breathing before she passes out. Take the sleeve from a jacket, hold it closed on one end, and tell her to inhale and exhale out of the open end. It doesn't work as well as a paper bag maybe, but it is something that will just keep her getting the same amount over and over. It probably wasn't a real voice. I'm sure it just sounded like one. Maybe it was the building settling. I'll go check it out though, and see if I can figure out what it was for sure. You two stay right here, okay? Shinozaki. It's okay, Teach. I'll keep an eye on Shinozaki. Okay. Or, better yet, how about I go take a look and you wait here? Not a chance, until I can verify everyone's safety. I want to keep you two out of harm's way. Well, okay, I guess. Be careful, though. No! Look, she'll be fine. Jeez. I'm counting on you, Kishinuma. I'll be back in no time. No problem. I'm actually scared. My legs are even shaking. I have no idea what's going on. My head is spinning. I can't make sense of anything. My chest hurts like my heart is encased in ice. And I can't shake this dizziness or this nausea. But when I think about the possibility of something horrible happening to my dear students, I can feel a newfound energy welling up from within me. I feel like, if nothing else, I can at least play the part of the level-headed adult. Valor, thy name is education. Shishido Yui. Victims. Okay, 4 from Byakudan Senior High School. 1 from Lexern Senior High School. And Musashigawa Girls Middle School. Okay. First things first, I'm going back there. Deep breathing. Miss Yui, I wonder if Satoshi and the others are safe. They are. I'm sure of it. That is the same as in Chapter 1. Same. The door is nailed shut and the nails are hammered in tight. It's not going to open through any normal means. Okay, but I did notice that this thing has moved. Oh, there's something down there. And there is no bucket here. Oh, there's the bucket. There's a strange yellow fluid congealing inside the rest of the bucket. There's something here. A crystal shining with a faint purple glow is nestled among the debris on the ground. Take it. Acquired Power Stone. A pale violet crystal found by Miss Yui protects its bearer from harm. Miss Yui? I think that really was a scream I heard. Did you find something? Yeah, some kind of gemstone lying on the ground. Looks like a ruby, or no, probably an amethyst. Kishinuma, you can identify gemstones? No, not really. Shinozaki's the one to ask for that kind of stuff. Is that so? Well, then maybe I should give it to her. Sure. I guess now's probably not the best time for that. But will you take it and give it to her when she's calmed down a bit? It might make her feel a little better. No problem. Handed over the Power Stone. Now I have the feeling I have doomed her to die. But I already know something that I'm going to change when I replay this area. For the sake of endings. Return home immediately. Those who remain here will go hungry and die of starvation. That reminds me, poor Monet's all alone. He must be one hungry kitty by now. You have a cat? I have to ensure that you make it through safely and save your kitty. Classroom 2A. The door seems affixed to the wall like a model and can't be opened. A disturbingly large amount of human hair is crammed into the cabinets, filling each shelf to overflowing. Looking closer, there are an excessive number of bugs excitedly scampering all over. The sight alone is enough to make your skin crawl. I agree. Breaking news: serial kidnapping ends in murder. Ah, so this is... Okay. I heard something about this once before, but I never realized just how horrific an incident it really was. Thunk. Okay. So that was the newspaper piece in the one room that we weren't supposed to read. Oh? It's a key, isn't it? A label on the key reads 3A. Take it. Quiet classroom ace. 3A key. No teachers allowed on the 3rd floor. Discriminatory. Not sure why you had to open the door there, but okay. The door is now unlocked. Well, if it isn't the teacher, are you all by yourself? Decided to stop shaking and shivering with the other two back in 1A, did you? I'll have you know I heard one of my students screaming and have set out to find her. I see. Regrettably, as I keep telling people, that won't be possible. This school exists in a nexus where multiple dimensions overlap. It's but a single closed space in a sea of closed spaces. In other words, even though you may be in the same school as your screaming student, you and she occupy different dimensions. Which means you two can never meet. But you can hear each other for some reason. If one of you should die, perhaps your body or your spirit may move from one space to another. Or maybe you can find some means of traversing the planes freely, as they do. Consider this fair warning. Even if you should find the exact spot from which your student's scream emanated, she herself may not be there. And if she isn't, there's not a thing you can do about it. But I heard her voice. It is true that other children have been brought here quite recently. Children who, by all appearances, are indeed your students. But as I suggested, time and space do not behave as you'd assume here. They are fragmented. Well, I've played Final Fantasy XIII too. I collected a ton of fragments there, so it should be fine. You say you heard a scream. That scream may have taken place only a few minutes ago. Or perhaps it occurred in another space many hours previously. It may even have been an echo from the future. Who is to say? With this phenomenon as it is, it's entirely possible for two closed spaces to have some small influence on one another, even when out of sync. It doesn't matter. I can't just ignore that agonizing scream and go on my merry way. Step aside. You tell them. The shelves are filled with just about every variety of cutting implement, kitchen knives, surgical tools, chisels, etc. All appear unusually sharp. With so many metal tools in one place, this cabinet must be exceptionally heavy. So, remember... Step aside. Why don't you fuck off, you damned corporeal? An earthquake? Eek! That's not what I was planning with the thing. I thought she was going to throw it on top of the, on top of that spirit. In all the world, the most vile, untrustworthy individuals of them all are you school teachers. All you care about is your own well-being. You're not worried about your students, you're just worried about being held responsible if something should happen to them. This really hurts. You're all the same, every last one of you, and I won't be taken in by your lies anymore. Taken in? When you see a problem on your kids, you just keep your distance, because you sure wouldn't want to get involved, have to keep up appearances, right? You just pick up the problem children and chip away at them little by little until they either drop out or get expelled. You're not disciplining them, you're just raging at them. That's not... I've never met a teacher who actually cared about her students. Not once. You're wrong. All of your students are destined to starve to death in these godforsaken halls if they don't succumb to this depression and kill themselves first. There's no other possible outcome. They'll all die meaningless deaths, just like I did. And they sure won't be thinking about you when they take their final breaths. Any last words, bitch? I'll tell them to your students as I end their miserable lives. Spare. Come again. Spare my students. What was that? Please, I don't care what happens to me, just please spare their lives. They're not your children. You're not their mother. Are you really still pretending to care about them? Filthy liar. Did you know? When you die in this accursed place, you experience the pain you felt at the moment of your death for all eternity. And I'm going to crush you to dust. The pain must be unbearable, unimaginable. And you're going to feel that pain every moment of every day forevermore. Ask me to spare you. That's what you really want, isn't it? Be honest with me, and I'll consider sparing your life. Spare my students. Don't you harm a hair on their heads, you hear me? You are one stubborn little bitch. This is excruciating. I think my ribcage is broken. It feels like someone's pushing this cabinet down on top of me with superhuman force. I'm losing consciousness. Does it hurt? Oh, poor baby. Your corpse will look just like a dead frog on the side of the road. Everybody live. I love you all. Meanwhile, I think it's over. What's wrong? Well, there's really a... You can only go one way outside there. I mean, there are the classroom doors, but, you know, you can't go south. Alright already, but if we don't have any luck finding her, let's just make sure we come back to this room, okay? How about we leave her a note? Shinozaki, do you have anything I could write with? I've got a pen. But no paper, huh? Well, there's always the teacher's desk. Miss Yui, we've gone to find you. If we pass each other and you see this message, wait right here. We'll be back. How's that? Blunt. And kind of sloppy. It's your fault we have to leave her a message at all, you know. But she might be in trouble. Okay, just don't cry. We'll find her. Oh man. I'm not really tired, I'm just yawning. A pale violet crystal found by Miss Yui protects its bearer from harm, supposedly. Oh, we can go down here. That's interesting. Wait!
どうしたんだよ。
いいこと思いついたの。
Class rep Shinosaki's famous scary type candles, not scandals. There's not a student in 2-9 who isn't intimately familiar with them, right? You kidding? There's not a student in our grade who hasn't seen them at least once. People call you the horror rep of Kisaragi for a reason. So how about we light some candles like this all throughout the school building? They'll be like signal flares for Mochida and the others. Let them know that you and me and Miss Shishido are all here with them safe and sound. Ah, so we're like in a timey-wimey ball of... like in Seven Seeds. Yeah, I guess. You know, like in Seven Seeds where, Team Spring finds one of the shelters and sees a note by Natsu, but only then later do we go back to Team Summer A, and we get to the part where Natsu even goes there and leaves the message. Seems more like she's trying to assert herself that... I can't speak anymore. But if it makes her feel better...
行こうぜ。
Okay. And now I'm gonna go up and go to where Shishido is. Supposedly. Don't do anything you'll regret. Think of your mother and father. Remember their faces. You have only one life to live. Make it count. Do not waste the precious gift of existence. That's not right. Why would there be something like this on a flyer in an elementary school? It's like someone's trying to plant the thought of suicide into their heads. Yeah, seriously. Plus, who are gonna kill themselves in here anyway? I'd rather find my way out. Oh, we can go up here. I'm not gonna go here first, though. Okay.
寒い。
それに暗くて怖えな。
Do you have any more of those candles like the one you lit during the ghost story?
持ってる。
How about we light one up and take a quick breather? Yeah, it really was, very difficult walking into this classroom from the other classroom. They give off some heat, right? Sure.
あったかい。私のろうそく。
ああ、だな。
Also, apparently, you guys have no reaction to this? Okay. Oops.
なんだこりゃ。廊下が抜けてるぞ。
先生、どこにいるの？
Okay, can't go there. Should I explore that third floor where I haven't been to at all yet? Or go downstairs and see what I can find there? I'm gonna go to the south first to see what all changes there. If anything changes. Mm-hmm. Living friends who are able to retain their sanity and reason. will be your final ray of hope. Oh, we get to the entranceway here. Each time you turn around, stop for a moment and ask yourself, is the world behind your back still there? That's a pretty existential thing. The front entranceway might as well be painted on. It's neither opening nor giving any hint that it will ever open. Oh, did you just step on that? Ew. I'll be fine. I'm just hyperventilating a little.
早く先生を探す。
おう。
Where the hell is Satoshi? If we were here, I bet Shinozaki would be a whole lot calmer.
何やってるのよ。早く行こうよ。
Oh my god, Satoshi is the killer. Judging by size, these appear to be the remain of a junior or senior high school student. Closer inspection reveals a school ID name tag. Byakudan Senior High School Class 2A Kai Shimada. Me. Did you just hear? We have to get away from here. Okay. Judging by the size, the remains of a junior high school student. Byakudan Senior High School Class 2-4 Tomohiro Okawa. Byakudan Senior High School Class 2-4 Masato Fukuroi. Musashigawa Girls Middle School Class 1-2 Hikari Kirigami. Sliced up with edged weapon, bled out, age 17. Sliced up with edged weapon, bled out, age 17. Struck with one weapon and stabbed with another, bled out. Oops. Bled out from injuries, age 13. There are 4 framed photos here of small children who seem to be around elementary school age. Victim's memoirs, 1 of 5. I ate my friend today. What else was I supposed to do? I was starving. We both were, and there's no food here. So we decided together that one of us should try to live just a little bit longer. If I ever get home, I'm supposed to tell all the people waiting for us what happened. Oh, I just got something in my inventory. Probably a trading card. We left it all up to a game of paper, scissors, rocks. Loser eats winner. What? And I lost. I felt her blood going down my throat, quenching my thirst. Her meat was supple and satisfying. But that blood and that meat was once my friend. Up until just a few hours ago, I'd been talking with her. As I feasted, I just kept thinking, this food used to be a person. Before I tore it apart, it all worked together to sustain a life. And every time I thought about that, I just started crying, and I couldn't stop. I wanted some part of her to be with me even after she died, so I decided to keep one of her eyeballs. And I thought maybe I should write all of this down to help preserve some small portion of my sanity. There are decaying skeletal remains here about the size of a middle school student. They were in the process of slowly drying and whitening, creating an almost overpowering stench throughout the hallway. Any clothing the deceased had been wearing is long gone, so there are no means of readily identifying gender on site. What the hell kind of room is this? It's not like any classroom I've ever seen. Hey, Shinozaki. My head is splitting. Are you okay? It looks like there's something in here though, in the back. Well, I'm gonna go for all endings anyway. What the hell? Don't scare me like that, jeez. A rusted blood-soaked nail puller is sitting on top of the desk. Take it. Here. Acquired nail puller. Found in classroom 4A. It's a plain rusted nail puller made of iron. I want to inspect that thing there. Oops. What the? The power stone in Yoshika's pocket suddenly and spontaneously shattered. I think I just heard Miss Yui's voice. Did I save you? She said, but it couldn't be. Could it? By the way, still have to pass that thing. Okay. Well, maybe that thing was needed for somewhere else, or I could have used it somewhere else again. But we'll see. Hey, you. There's a hastily written note on the ground. Its writer seems to have struggled with it as the lettering is inconsistent and difficult to read. Why, sister. It hurts. After I die, pain will continue forever. No. No. Sis, you lied to me. You're going to leave me behind, aren't you? I will never forgive you. I hate you, sister. It hurts. Custodian's closet, the door is locked. There's an erratic noise like that of static. Okay. So, I have, harmed that spirit. What is it? Oh god, you're possessed. I'm not your sister!
Oi, Shinozaki! どこ行くんだよ?
What the hell was that all about?
Oi, Shinozaki! お前何?
誰もそんなことを言ってない。今日は娘の誕生日なので、7つになったお祝いに。お前の汚い！ああ！どうして一緒にこっちを見るんだ！
Shinozaki. Hey. Kishinuma. What's wrong? You were saying some pretty weird stuff just now. Huh? Was she not aware? Must be the pressure. Her nerves are probably shot all to hell by now. Never mind. Probably just my imagination. Don't worry about it. Hmm? Well, that was fucking weird. Come with me.
Nanda. 真っ暗だ。
Shinosaki? Miss Yui? Satoshi? Is anyone there? Man, where the hell am I? Was I dreaming or something? I can't move. There's like walls all around me. Am I in a hole or something? What the? Who's... Dirt and gravel from above. Stop. What the hell? I'm alive down here. You planning to suffocate me? My mouth is getting totally filled up. Blah. I can't breathe. I'm going to die like this. What? This can't be happening. This isn't funny. Stop it. My eyes are really hurting. Chapter 2, Wrong End 1 of 4. Okay, finally, a wrong end. So... this time around I'm gonna go for the 3rd floor. First of all, I think I have to look over here. Okay. And I'm not going to read the 2A classroom. 3F West Hall. If you acquire any name tags from the corpses in this school, please bring them to me. I'll add them to my collection. Custodian. That is very sad. What the? Ouch. Okay, so a crude picture seemingly drawn by a child adorns one of the shelves. 4 smiling children surrounding an adult and merely stabbing him to death. Sorry, merrily, not merely. How unsettling. Rows of dead bugs are neatly arranged on each shelf. So I'm guessing I need to find the 6 in this chapter or all of the game chapters before I can go in there. Okay, since floor 3F seems to be just the custodian area that I have so far, back to going down there. No. Considering the Power Stone is implied to be a one-hit kill version, and done by the teacher, I'm assuming that this means I cannot pick the I cannot pick that Power Stone up as these two. It has to be done by the teacher.
分かってるよ。
Okay. Kizami. Then let me read this. What happens if I talk to the thing first? Strangely, the classroom itself seems to be absent. There's no door, and the hall windows show only a black void. But it doesn't tell me which one it is. Based on the long strands of hair scattered all around, these are likely the remains of a female student. Okay. Well then. No, it doesn't look like I can go down here without losing the Power Stone, because you do have to look up and into his eyes at least once and you lose the Power Stone. Okay, and Ayumi is not going insane by being possessed here. So, I'm gonna go back down. And I'm gonna go up to the custodian's area. Maybe I can go in there since I do have some ID tags. Okay. Cannot do that. Interesting. And let me read this, since that's what I did previously. Still cannot go there. I'm thinking that Ayumi being possessed was because of the spirit there about the sister. And I want to see if the Power Stone would keep me safe from the kid that wants me to come with So, back over here. Ah, okay. So that doesn't seem to have done anything. Oh, paper. Didn't notice that. Victims memorized to 5. I hold in the palm of my hand a piece of a person's body. A piece of a person who was living and breathing only a short while ago. This body part used to be attached to her head and now I'm walking around the school with it. I had no idea eyeballs were so heavy, and I just keep squishing it in the palm of my hand as if I'm testing its firmness. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Well, sometimes you just need to do small things to keep yourself sane. And if one of those things means fiddling with eyeballs, that's just what it means. Wait. Oh no. The brown stuff there for a second looked like a closet or something that I could inspect. I'm thinking what I could do differently. I didn't really see anything I can do upstairs. Upstairs being the second floor where we started. I do think I have to go down there. Well, over there to get the nail puller. Or, wait. Can I do this? Oh, yes, I managed it. Okay. I wasn't too sure earlier if I could step onto that area there, but seems that I could. Are you still gonna go crazy here? Yes. But, she should, the teacher should keep me safe at this point.
Oi, Shinozaki.
What the? The power stone in Yoshiki's pocket suddenly and spontaneously shattered. I think I just heard Miss Yui's voice. Did I save you? She said, but it couldn't be, could it? What the... It's that ghost from before. It left the classroom. Don't let it touch you. Well... Not sure where I'm supposed to go now. I'm just gonna go back. And I'm going to save here. Middle is the one where we don't have the stone anymore. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with the nail puller. I mean, I don't think I found anything that required nails being... Oh, wait, of course, the door in the original classroom. Right, I completely forgot about that. Quick check if I can go into that room now. No. Okay. The door is nailed shut and the nails are hammered in tight. It's not going to open through any normal means. Use the nail puller. Yes! There's a piece of scrap paper pinned to the wall. You notice dark spots dotting the page and realize they are tear stains. Are tear stains something that will end up dark on paper when dried? Those who choose to ignore the darkness that dwells in the hearts of man may be stuck forever in a loop. For in this world there are some truths that simply must be known, no matter how disturbing. But curiosity can be deadly, and other truths are best left untold. Beware the messages of the dead, for there be curses among them, curses that can crush even the strongest wills, demolishing all semblance of reason. If you wish to protect your sanity, take heed. Do not let your curiosity get the better of you. Do not read the victim's memoirs to their conclusion. What, he ended up pulling a 127 hours and ended up beating himself? But then that turned out to not do any good because he's still stuck. Victim's memoirs 3-5. He's been searching every last corner of the school building trying to find a way of escaping with her. But it's not happening. No matter how much we struggle, only further misery awaits us. I'm so unbearably thirsty, so hungry that it feels like my stomach is eating itself. And every moment it gets worse. It's like a big black mass in front of me that's slowly closing in. I can't keep ignoring it. I've started talking to the eyeball in my hand to help stay focused and maintain my sanity. Stop looking at me like that. I swear I'll find a way for us out of here. I have to make sure I tell your family what you did for me. It appears to be a control mechanism for some sort of elaborate pulley system rigged up with a network of fine, virtually transparent threads. There's a lever jutting out from one side. Pull it. Sure. Sweet. No, I couldn't have done that before. Okay, time to try to avoid this thing again. Though I'm still not sure where to go now. Is the kid gonna be here and be totally in my way? There's a lever jutting out from one side. Pull it. Oh man, I'm 54 minutes in. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is where I needed the stone for, didn't I? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Made it past the thing without, losing the stone. Now, this does make me wonder if, it is even possible to go through this chapter without losing the stone. Actually... Let me save over this one as well. Because I do want to read all of the victims' memoirs once. And I want a save file where I haven't done that. Just in case. Let me go back. So, third file, we still have the stone, and we have read 3 out of 5 victims' memoirs. I'm thinking that's stuck here. Yeah, it looks like this is an area where I really can't go out without getting the power stone broken. I mean, this is a horror game. I'm pretty sure there's no way to get a golden ending or anything like that where nobody dies. So... Oh! I did walk past it. Oh, sweet. He's still following me, though. Not anymore, according to the music. The cursed writings left behind those who lost all reason must be read in the proper order. If one part is skipped, the next will never appear. If you insist upon reading such dangerous words, too, I pray you have a strong will and a sturdy mind. Okay. So, Victims' Memories 4 or 5 should be appearing, since I did read the third one. Not gonna put a candle here? Okay. Building 2F.
なんだ休むか
ここにもろうそくいいでしょ
あ
Okay, so I'm gonna save over that one. 3 of 5 red, and the stone is still in our possession. Oh, the infirmary. It's an old-fashioned space heater. Unfortunately, it's so full of ash that it'll probably never light again. But there are no matches, and this is where the spirit kept things hidden, or prevented Naomi from walking. Looking closely, each individual organ seems to be blood-stained and swollen, as if it could burst forth with a spray of gore at any moment. Can't say anything about the lamp. There's an open journal and a framed picture on the desk. The journal seems almost decorative, as if it were a plastic model built into the desk. No part of it can be moved, even the slightest bit. How to remove a tongue, 2. It can be a real challenge to keep straight just which warm, severed tongue belongs to which patient. As such, it is highly recommended that the tongues be tagged or marked once detached. Their owners will be in no state to identify them after all. You've never heard of someone speaking troll, point and grunt? Best to work quickly too before things get hectic. The patient's bare tongue stumps will suffer postpartum swelling, resulting in a slow suffocation. You may wish to put the patients down once the inevitable squirming begins. It's kinder that way and will free you to tag your trophies in peace. There's a pair of scissors on one of the shelves, both its blades covered liberally in blood. No talk about the beds. No body yet. The door seems almost like a model as if sculpted onto the wall. There's no way of opening it. But there is the board that Naomi and Saiko supposedly left there. Ooh. Judging by the size, these appear to be the remains of a junior or senior high school student. Closer inspection reveals a school ID name tag. Byakudan Senior High School Class 2-4, Ryosuke Katayama. Kizami. Did you hear a voice just now? Yeah, I heard it. I wonder what happened to him. I get the feeling he was surprised. I think he died quickly and suddenly. Well, let's look. Pushed downstairs, suffered compact fracture and bled out. Age 17. So we're still missing Lexern Senior High School. I have the feeling that person might be called Kizami. Victims memoirs 4-5. I am writing this memoirs with sticky hands, but it's not me that is silky, but something else. I hope you're not mad about this. Maybe you will think I'm a horrible person. I got hungry, getting really hungry, like I was about to die, so I did something I shouldn't have done. I promised myself I would stay safe. I promised myself I wouldn't do what I did, and I am so sorry. Really sorry, but there is no excuse for what I did. My bloody hands, I took the things that I'd been squishing, and I put it in my mouth, and I swallowed it, I ate it. That's totally not creepy. Lavatories. Girls, boys. Let's keep our restrooms clean. What's this? Oh, I can move. The mirror is slightly vibrating against the back wall with each subtle movement you make, clattering as it does so. Seems stained, but with what? Almost looks like a person. Somebody died here. I can hear her voice.
Oi.
Whoa.
Shinozaki!
Damn it all, what the hell is going on around here?
Daijoubu kayo, Shinozaki?
Fight it, Shinozaki!
何言ってっかわかんねえよ。
He's walking on his own. Ayumi is staring at you as if transfixed, with an unnaturally wide smile stretched across her face. Overly attached girlfriend face. You gonna kill me? No, you're still walking around. That poor girl. She's lost her mind, she'll never get it back. Possession is a frightful thing. To have your thoughts pushed deep down into the pit of your soul and someone else's take their place. Where's the salt? I need to find some salt. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a dark stain on the floor in the shape of a person's body. It almost feels like there's someone here. It's really giving me the creeps. What the hell? The stall is pitch black inside. Shinozaki. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Why is this happening to us?
死ぬま。
やべ。
なんだこの煙は。出てこい便所から。
Hitting the tobacco again, are we? Well, no sir. Didn't I warn you what would happen if I caught you smoking again? Expulsion, that's what. But I'm not smoking. I'm sorry. You're a real problem child, you know that? Why do you even come to school in the first place? Disowned by your parents, living on your own, got no friends, never go to class. Just because you hate school doesn't give you the right to throw fits and raise a ruckus all this time, mister. You are clearly not having any fun here, right? So why don't you just drop out? I really don't get it. It's not like you're trying to get into college. With your home life as it is, the thought probably hasn't even crossed your mind. Wish I could ask your parents what they think of having a no-good kid like you in the family, but they've never even shown their faces around here. Not since the very first parent-teacher conferences we ever held. Wonder if they'd be embarrassed. My parents are not exactly proud of me, shall we say. That's not what I mean. I'm thinking of the big picture here. They're clearly just not good parents. If I had kids of my own, you'd better believe I wouldn't be half as lax with them as yours obviously are with you. The problem is, people are having kids when they're way too young. Before they've become proper adults, they're popping out babies of their own. Well, tell nature to stop making people able to have children so early? I don't know. And bad parents raise bad kids. That's why there are so many brats like you in this world. He's right about one thing. There's no reason for me to stay in the school. It really is pointless. I should just beat the crap out of this jackass, then drop out. People think as long as they pay school taxes or tuition, they're good mommies and daddies. Well, newsflash, they're not. Huh? What's with that look? I've never hit a teacher before. Oh well. First time for everything.
坪田先生。
ああ。おう、委員長。なんだ。
教頭先生がお呼びです。すぐ職員室に来てくださいって。
そうか、わかった。
Shinozaki, you've got great eyes, you know that? So deliciously looking eyeballs. Always so clear and focused. We instructors like your kind best of all. You ever have a problem, you come talk to me about it, okay? He's totally not creepy. That guy's the worst. Thanks. You're not really any better. You were thinking about hitting him just now, weren't you? What a sad fate it would be to get kicked out of school over a pathetic excuse for a teacher like him. And you'd regret it later, you know you would. No matter how much of a pain in the ass it may be, and no matter how you think it'll turn out in the end. Just stay in school, bite your tongue, and make it to graduation. Honestly. Why are you crying? Sorry, whenever I give an impassioned speech like that, I always find myself tearing up a little. You are Kishinuma from Class 1-5, right? Yeah. I'm Shinozaki from Class 1-3. Sorry to butt in like that. Don't worry about it. Later. Hey, when you told him the vice principal was calling... I was lying, of course. I never actually thanked her for what she did that day, for crying on my behalf. And I swore to myself as soon as I realized we were trapped here, that I would protect her no matter what happens. This must be a test to see if I really meant that no matter what happens part. Shinozaki.
頼む。戻ってきてくれ、篠崎。クラスのやつら見つけて、全員でここを出るんだろ。お前がそんなんじゃ意味ねえんだよ。
So far. Aw, just like her candles. Kishinuma? Where? What? Shinozaki, you're...
お前、戻ったのか。
So, what you're saying? Yeah, so far, all the corpses we found in here have been people we have never met before. Your point? But that stain was left behind by someone really close to us. Someone whose mind was completely filled with the pain and agony of death. And the next thing I knew, I was in your arms, and you were squeezing the life out of me. Couldn't she just say hugging? Someone close to us, huh? I really hope that just this once, your intuition is wrong. But I could feel all her pain. I was freezing cold, except my throat was so hot it felt like it was on fire. So she might have been getting the sensation of Naomi killing herself in the last bad ending that we got. I wonder if the scene would have played out differently if we hadn't gotten that ending last. And then I voided my bowels and everything went dark. No matter how hard I struggled, my arms and legs just wouldn't move. I wanted to yell out, "Help me," but I had no voice. I was scared, and the pain was so excruciating. Calm down, Shinozaki. That wasn't you. You're still alive. I know. Well, we've searched the whole building. Miss Yui really is nowhere to be found. Maybe we should head back to the classroom? Yeah, that's probably best. No Satoshi or the others, though, either. Okay, well, I'm gonna go in here. Oh.
男の子のトイレなんて初めて入った。
Oh, trust me, honey, there's nothing in here that you haven't seen before. It's the smell of pee. Very ammonia-laden, stale pee. Okay. Surprisingly enough, she doesn't say anything about us. You know, about Yoshiki being in the girls' room. Also, I'm wondering if I should save again. Huh? Oh. Oh, my control stick is a bit weird. So, nothing over here? Okay. Because on the one hand, I want to save because of that long scene. Another part of me doesn't want to save because... Okay... Okay. Giddy conversation and laughter can be heard wafting out from the infirmary. And my homeroom teacher's the best, but I guess you feel the same way about yours too, huh? Suzumoto, hey, snap out of it. Suzumoto, it's us, okay? Shinozaki, Kishinoma. Can you stand? Come on, we're right here. No, I'm okay, believe it or not, these really aren't bad kids. Huh? They've just been through some horrible experiences. Here, read this, and you'll see what I mean. Heavenly Post, 4 children abducted, follow-up report. The brutal, shocking deaths of the recent kidnapped grade schools have now been traced back to the hands of the instructor found in the room with them. The scissors he held are confirmed to have been used to cut out the victims' tongues, ultimately leading to death through excessive bleeding or choking. One of the victims even had the majority of her head slowly and methodically removed. This cranial mass was found on the floor next to her body. The Heavenly Host elementary students pictured here are the 4 who were found in that basement room. Of these children, one was, when investigators arrived at the scene of the crime, she was blood. The newspaper is torn at this point. The bottom half of the article is missing. These ghosts have the same faces and uniforms as the children in these photographs. The ghost that was chasing us on the first floor earlier is one of them too. I can't just ignore these poor souls. I'm going to stay with them. I don't think that's a good idea, Suzumoto. You really need to get out of this room. Suzumoto, you have to stop this. Don't let your emotions get the better of you. No, stop! Hey, what's going on? Shinozaki! Damn it, what the hell did they do? When? Come and play. Oh, okay, I have a scene. I'm so cold. I feel like I'm freezing. We can't even touch her. Let's get her down. So what the hell do we do? Burn, motherfucker, burn? I don't know. But we have to do something. We have to. Your nose is bleeding. Sniffle honk. Would you prefer I didn't say anything, just let it drip? She's got eyes like a dead fish. Are you Sachiko? That's right. Were you brought here against your will too? I can't say I recognize your uniform. Actually, I died here quite a while ago. I came in search of someone very important to me, you see. Sister? Your name wouldn't happen to be Naho, would it? It is. Who was that? High school paranormalist Naho Saenuki. I think she was on TV receiving some kind of award last year. She's an author, right? Yeah. She's also pretty well known for communing with spirits and has a popular homepage with lots of information on paranormal studies and occultism. I'm a big fan of yours, Miss Saenuki. I am on your website all the time. That's very flattering, though I'm afraid you won't be seeing any more updates from me. Your last posting was about the Sachiko Ever After charm. I've been wondering what happened to you since then. I never imagined it was anything like this, though. Hey, sorry to interrupt. But did you say you came here in search of someone? Yes. So you came here of your own volition? On purpose? There's a way to do that? That's not something I can talk about. I'm sorry. What? The greater concern right now is your friend. That's right. Do you have any idea what we can do to save her? Before I died here, I searched high and low for any means of escape. In the process, I learned that those closed spaces were given the form of Heavenly Host Elementary School through the sorrow and agony of its victims. Victims of an incident that occurred 30 years before our time. 4 children kidnapped with broken bodies later found in this very building. Those children are the ones giving shape to this nexus. The 4 kids pictured in a newspaper article. It sure seems like it. Unfortunately, this place took its toll on me, and I died before I was able to make my escape. But the key seems to lie with those children. If they can be put to rest, there just might be a way out of here. Without all that sorrow and agony to sustain them, these closed spaces would start to break down. All this pointless suffering would come to an end, and we'd be released from this hell. That's my theory, anyway. Yeah, but put them to rest. How the hell do we do that? Give them closure, of course. What they lack is any remorse or regret from the one who killed them. The one who killed them? Are you saying... The murderer is here in the school, yes. Is the custodian? Seriously? How are we supposed to get someone like that to express remorse? Where would we even begin? You need to do whatever you can, and do it quickly. If you don't, those two spirits are going to hurt your friend. We'll think of something. I guess the first order of business is actually finding the killer. Hey, Shinozaki, hold up. I don't know about you as an author or a paranormal researcher, but I'm going to take you on your word anyway. Right now, I'm just great for any lead at all, so thanks. Why am I supposed to trust her?
おい、大丈夫か？
平気。戻してないよ。
She's acting normally, but I don't know. I think she's starting to snap under the pressure. Shinozaki. She needs to get out of the school or she could be in real trouble. Damn it, why is there no exit? So, first things first. Man, this video is going really long. Either I've already separated it into different videos, or I'm just gonna upload this part and it's gonna be really, really long. Oh. I hate you, sister. It hurts. There's an old-fashioned festival doll lying on the ground here. It seems to be missing its head. Pick it up. Sure. Thoughts begin to echo in your mind, seemingly from the doll. Somehow or another, it's found a way to communicate its sole desire. What the? I hear a voice. Give me back my head? Acquired antique doll, body. An old newspaper clipping given by Mayu contains a photograph of the 4 kidnapping/murder victims. Old stained torso from an antique Japanese festival doll. Okay. Ooh, almost slipped into there. I think I can get rid of this save file. If not, I can just redo the chapter. It's no big deal. Seriously, those beginning notes always make me think of the Exorcist scene. That's the third part. Ah, is this it? Victims' Memoirs, Part 5. I'm gonna read it. What the? The Power Stone in Yoshika's pocket suddenly and spontaneously shattered. Okay. Don't read it, it said. If you are reading this, Allow me to forewarn you. There is no hope of rescue. There is nothing to be gained. Endless wandering and endless torture is the nature of this place. I succumb to my hunger and thirst. Begin nibbling on that corpse again. There is no flavor, no sensation. Just meat and fluid to sate my empty belly. I promised I would not desecrate your body anymore, but I broke that promise. Please. Forgive me. Shinosaki. What the... What the hell was in my mouth? Tastes like blood, but... Ugh! No, it can't be. Shinosaki! Shinosaki! This is definitely her. But why? Who the hell did this to you? Who was it? I'll make them pay. Shinozaki's testament. It's a yellowed school flyer, presumably taken off the wall somewhere along the way. A short message has been hastily scribbled in pen on the reverse side.
死にたくない死にたくない殺される食べられるあいつが追いかけてくるもうすぐきっと捕まるこの遺書を読む人がいたらあいつを裁いてください私を殺して食べたのはクラスメートの岸沼です
Wrong end for 4. Okay. Honestly, I was already wondering about that because loser eats winner. That already sounded really wrong to me. But at least a good point to stop here.